Good afternoon. This is Brian Splitt here for your closing commentary for the week ending Friday, June 24th, 2011. And we did have another rough week in the grain markets. A lot of selling took over again today after a strong push higher on a reversal type trade yesterday afternoon. But as far as closes here today, we did have the July corn down 10.5 cents at 670 even, and that is down 30 and a quarter on the week. We had a low yesterday of 639 and a high made overnight of 697 and 3/4. So just the range in the past 24 hours has been extremely wide here. As far as December corn, down 14 cents today at 632, and that is down 28 cents on the week. That is a close below the 100-day moving average, and it seems like late in the day when we were trading below the 100-day moving average, we did have a lot of sell pressure come in right at the close. As far as soybeans, we did have the July contract settle up 2.5 at 13.20 and a quarter. Down 12 3/4 on the week, but really out of all the grains, the July beans holding in the best out of everything here. Novi beans down 8 cents today at 13.09 and a quarter, and that is down 24 on the week. As far as the wheat markets go, we did have quite a bit of pressure there as well. July Chicago down 13 and a quarter at 635 and 3/4. That is down 36.5 on the week. The July Kansas City market down 11.5 at 748.5. That's down 56 cents on the week. And the July Minneapolis wheat down 18 cents today at 826. That is down 71 and a quarter on the week, and actually about $2 off of the highs that we've made just a few weeks ago. Really, the funds came in here and sold again today. We still have the overall concerns of macroeconomics and what type of economic slowdown may still be coming at us in the future here. But really the main concern at this point is what's going on in the Eurozone. Yesterday it looked like we had reached some kind of an agreement for Greece. Now there's concerns again today. There's concerns about Italy as well coming back to the forefront. So all this stuff, as long as it's in the news, is going to make it hard for a lot of these commodities to rally. But as far as what the funds did sell today, about 14,000 contracts of corn, about 6,000 soybeans, and 4,000 wheat. Now we did have China buy 120,000 tons of new crop soybeans on the overnight market, but we had net cancellations yesterday, and even with this purchase, that's still a cancellation of 30,000 tons of soybeans overall. But what it really looks like is we're seeing some rolling of old crop purchases to new crop at this point. Now, next week on Thursday, we do have the quarterly stock and planted acreage report, and it's going to be one of the most important reports of the year, especially when you've got a lot of the grain traders really on the fence at this point between whether this market's at an area of value or whether we've seen this market top and rallies are to be sold at this point. And next week's report should give us that last bit of information, hopefully, to have this market make up its mind. But Rich Nelson, our Director of Research, did do a fantastic webinar with a little bit of a preview of that report, and you can check that out on our website. It's on the front page. So I'll remind you that later in this broadcast. But as far as some outside market activity, we did have some mixed trade in the meat markets today. Hogs really pressured in the nearby contracts. Looks like July was down $1.15, August down 110. But as you get out to December and more of the deferred contracts, those were all higher at the end of the day. Now we obviously had aggressive bear spreading. We did have a bearish hogs report this afternoon. And we had a nice sharp rally coming into this week with some consolidation this week. So the market seemed to take profit late in the day as this report came out, and maybe somebody knew what to expect. But as far as the cattle markets go, we did have some strength late in the day. We had some early pressure from the outside market activity, but June up 55, August up 50, and it looked like mid-session here as the grain prices started to back off and make new lows, we did see the cattle market turn positive. And really we still have support from the strong cash trade. Packer margins are still strong, and that seems to be keeping demand firm at this point. As far as crude oil, we did have crude actually settle positive on the day. It was down over $1 at one point this morning, up 14 cents today at 91.16. The big news in the energy markets was yesterday's announcement by the IEA, which is an organization that basically consults 28 industrialized nations on their energy policy. So they didn't make the announcement that as an organization they're going to release 2 million barrels a day of crude oil over the next 30 days, totaling 60 million barrels. And that really had crude oil down sharply yesterday, down as much as $5.50. We did recover off those lows and again finished slightly positive today, but it looks like $93 a barrel could be a key area that this market needs to get back above on a closing basis in order for this market to find any kind of strength here. As far as this policy change, one could put the idea that we're seeing these release of emergency reserves for a reason, and that's because there are a lot of projections for strong energy demand moving forward through the rest of the year, and this may be more of a preventative measure to help keep the prices from rallying to the levels that we just saw just weeks ago. As far as other outside markets, dollar up 30 today. That's been ebbing and flowing with the situation in Greece. So with the euro down today, the dollar did find some good support. Went up to the 100-day moving average and hit that and turned around, still higher, but sitting just under some resistance. So we're going to watch that market closely. Gold down about $19 an ounce today at 15.01. Silver down about 43 cents at 34.57. We did have pressure in equities, really again stemming from the European situation. Dow futures down about 100 points, S&P down 13, and NASDAQ down 24.5. So again, that is your closing commentary for the week. If you do have any questions, please give us a call at 1-800-2-MARKET. That's 1-800-262-7538. And if you want to check us out online, www.allendale-inc.com. And again, Rich Nelson, Director of Research, does have a webinar preview of next week's USDA report. So good luck trading to you next week. Thank you.